Good morning, my friends. So today I am in the central part of Ain Benian, or Ain Benian. This is how it's spelled, and I'm going to show you how to drive from this town, this charming town here in western Algiers, to Central Algiers, to la Grande Poste. So Ain Benian used to be known as Guilloville in colonial times. And now it's one of the suburbs, of the westernmost suburbs of Algiers, of the Algerian capital city. I already filmed this video, but I lost it because I filmed it on my SD card, and that SD card was full. Ain Benian is still home to some beautiful colonial houses. They are going to rebuild this roundabout here. Just let's circle it though. Let's circle it. You can see these beautiful houses here in Ain Benian. All right. So this is the road where we came from. On the right, there are the upper parts of Ain Benian, and now we're driving straight. This area of Ain Benian is known as le village, or the village. This is where the heart of the colonial village was, but now it's known as Ain Benian, and I think that Ain Benian literally means the water spring of. Oh, there is a beautiful mosque here on the left. It's the Bashir al-Ibrahimi Mosque. There is no entry sign straight ahead, therefore we need to take the right, and so the better, because we'll be joining a road, the main road or the main highway that links Ain Benian to Algiers. Just look at this beautiful tree here, huge beautiful tree that's covering this square. It's on the right. Go ahead, sir, go ahead, you can cross the road. All right, it's okay. It's such a beautiful area here with beautiful houses. And now there is a stop sign. We're going to take the left. If you want to return to Ain Benian, you take the right. If you want to drive to Stawadi, you take the right. Stawadi is the next town in the west. But we are driving east towards Algiers on this this highway. And I think that this highway is known as I'm not sure, but there is a Chi Minh street here. So I remember that I drove this road once. I filmed a superb video. It was last year. I think that it was last spring. We are in 2022, by the way. We are in January 2022. I keep mentioning the dates because you can see the sea here on the left. I keep mentioning the dates because you know, these videos. I intend to make these videos as a historical testimony of how Algiers is changing. Okay. How Algiers is changing. So the sea can be seen on the left, and there is even a balcony on the left from where you can see the sea. There is on the right of that white wall on the right is the Ain Benian Muslim cemetery. It's here, the Ain Benian Muslim cemetery. Sorry, and there is another one over there. It's the Christian cemetery, and there is a lighthouse on the left. It's over there, a beautiful lighthouse. I think that that area is El Hammamat. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Feel free to post any corrections and even any comments. I mean, yes, any comments in the comment section. And now we're driving on the Ho Chi Minh Street. I think the cemetery, the Christian cemetery, is on the right. The European cemetery. There is another balcony here from where you can see the sea and take beautiful pictures. I've already filmed this road before, so too bad I lost that video, guys. I filmed it last year, and it was on a cloudy day when there was a mist, there was fog on the top of those hills over there, and those hills are part of the Bainum Forest. Algiers' largest forest. The area now is becoming more and more beautiful. This is Hammamat, I think, El Hammamat, and this is not to be confused with the Tunisian city of El Hammamat. Okay, we have lots of homonyms between Algeria and Morocco and Tunisia. Lots of towns and neighborhoods that have the same names. Now, this area here is known for its beaches, but of course they are not really very big and how should I say, very big and beautiful sand beaches. They are just regular beaches with clean waters, of course. The waters are clean enough for people to swim. Okay, great. Normally there shouldn't be this is a highway, okay? This is an important highway, and there shouldn't be roadblocks on this road. However, because they are densely populated areas, the authorities deemed it necessary to build roadblocks, so that speed bumps, in order to limit or to oblige drivers to limit their speed here. And you can also see that there are a lot of zebra crossings for local people to cross the road safely. There are some beautiful colonial houses here that can be seen. Usually it's the houses with red tiles, but most of them were destroyed and rebuilt, as you can see here now. They were and usually there are signs indicating where the beaches are. I have never been to any of these beaches here, although I have a friend of mine who lives here who invited me once to a local beach in Bainum. The problem with these, El Hammamat is a municipality on its own, but the problem with these coastal municipalities here in this area known as the Algiers Sahel, the Sahel Algerois, is the fact that they have just a small land area, okay? So they are stuck between the Bainum Forest and mountain and or hills and the sea. So they have a very small surface area to develop, okay, to develop their infrastructures. And I think that it's more or less the same thing even with Hussein and Bouzareah, okay? Bouzareah and Hussein are also facing the same problem. They don't have a lot of land to develop and expand. I think that in rich countries they could reclaim land from the sea. I see. There is another cemetery here on the left, I think, although I'm not sure. And the buses that service this area are buses that go from the Tefoura or the May the 2nd bus station, le 2 Mai, la station du 2 Mai, to Stawali. They service this area, and you can see that there are some bus stops here, especially on the right. There is a decommissioned footbridge here, so you no longer can cross it. It was decommissioned, probably decommissioned because of its rustiness. It's rusty, it's old, probably built in the 1980s. And because the sea is just behind these houses here on the left. And by the way, these houses must have an incredible view on the sea, a beautiful view on the sea. So because the sea is just here on the left, everything made of steel gets rusty, including cars, by the way, including cars. Okay, so people owning living here, people who own cars here in this area suffer from this problem. of rust. And now we are approaching the Bainum neighborhood, which is, I think, part of the Hammamet municipality. I'm stopping filming here for a while. Okay, guys, so the Bainum Forest is on the right. The Bainum Forest is on the right. If you want to go there and visit it, it's worth it. It's a huge forest. It's the largest forest here in Algiers, in the province of Algiers. And from that forest, you can drive to Bouzareah and also Bainum Forest, yes. And the road to Bainum Forest, when you leave that forest, when you exit that forest and you take the right, you will get to Bainum Forest and Sharaga. And when you take the left, you will get to Bouzareah and Central Algiers. Someday I'll show you how to drive to Central Algiers, from here to Central Algiers. It will also be an interesting video, hopefully. The courtroom of this area of Al Hammamet, I think, is here on the right. It's 10 in the morning and the sun is up. It's way up in the sky, and so it's not disrupting us, because I try to avoid, when I'm driving east, I try to avoid having the sun on the horizon, facing us straight and preventing us from filming good videos. But now the sun is high up in the sky. Oh, the Bainum Hospital is on the right, by the way, and it's also a very important hospital, especially to everyone living in the western part of Algiers. It's a hospital that has a lot of specialties. One of the most important hospitals here in Algiers. So among the important hospitals in Algiers, we have, of course, the Mustafa Pasha Hospital, and we also have this area has a roundabout. So I'm going to turn around here just to show you the houses, how beautiful these houses are. I think that they are renovated colonial houses, and this one is definitely a new one. This house with a round windows, with a round wall. All right, so we have filmed this area here, such a beautiful area, perhaps one of the most beautiful here in this neighborhood, and now we are driving on. And I just love those front yards with palm trees, just like those, or huge trees like this one, like this cedar tree. There is this beautiful mosque on the right. Someday I'll film a video on where I will be driving to the most beautiful mosques in Algiers. It's worth it. I've already filmed videos on the Algiers Great Mosque. I've just seen a cyclist riding away, and one needs to be careful. Cyclists enjoy riding on weekends when there is less traffic, and we've got to pay attention to them. Okay. It's such a beautiful road. And this road is known as the Ho Chi Minh Street, and or Ho Chi Minh Avenue, and it's named after the Vietnamese leader Ho Chi Minh, who was the leader of the independence wars fought by the Vietnamese to liberate their countries from the French colonization, and then from the American colonization. So Ho Chi Minh was already an activist in the 1920s and the 1930s, and in the 1940s he led the revolution, the Vietnamese independence war, that led to the independence of Vietnam in 1954 with the defeat of the French at the Dien Bien Phu battle. There is a cemetery on the left, so that's the cemetery. Yes, I was talking about earlier. It turns out that it's here in this area. I think that we are already in the Rais Hamidou territory, or the Rais Hamidou municipality. So as I said, Ho Chi Minh was the leader of Vietnamese independence, and in 1954 the French lost the Dien Bien Phu battle against the Vietnamese. The Dien Bien Phu, where they lost a lot of troops, and they were defeated by the Vietnamese resistance forces or liberation army, and the French left Vietnam defeated. And in the meanwhile, the Algerian War of Independence started. Algerians were encouraged by the French defeat in Vietnam, so they decided to start our own independence war. We fought an independence war between 1954 and 1962 that also led to a French defeat and the independence of Algeria. And of course, Algerians viewed Ho Chi Minh as a friend of our nation and supported Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh in his quest. All right, so if you want to go to Bouzareah, you take the right, guys. This is a very important road here. I'm going to film it for you, although it's difficult to film like this. Okay, so Bouzareah is on the right via the Sidi El-Kbir road. I already filmed a video about this road. Now I'm returning onto the Ho Chi Minh Boulevard or Avenue. All right, so guys, excuse us. We need to get through. And this is Rais Hamidou, the central part of Rais Hamidou. So as I told you, Ho Chi Minh was an inspiration, or the Vietnamese victory over the French was an inspiration for Algerians to start their independence war, our war for independence. And because with the French defeat in Vietnam, we Algerians realized that it was possible to defeat France. Okay, so that's what encouraged Algerians to start their own independence war. And well, that's why we honored Ho Chi Minh with, by naming. We honored Ho Chi Minh's memory by naming this street after him. There is a garbage truck over there, and this area, by the way, has a restaurant here. They only serve, the main dish is fry. My favorite dish is fries, chicken and fries. Okay, so there is a chicken and fries restaurant here. Looks like they are going to take a long time before they finish their job, but I am going to try and overtake this if possible. Okay, thank you. You're so kind to let us overtake the truck. So this is the busiest area, I think, of Rais Hamidou. And Rais Hamidou is also another, has a history behind it. It's named after Rais Hamidou, who was a ship captain in the Ottoman period, in the Ottoman era. He led ships that attacked European ships on the Mediterranean, especially ships of nations that were at war with Algeria. So it was there was a geopolitical battle on who would control this the Mediterranean Sea. I've got to stop filming here for a while. Now we have got the sun right in front of us. This is the angle from where the sun appears right in front of us. All right, so I'm driving into a shady area now. There are huge murals celebrating the MCA team, the Mouloudia of Algiers, the oldest club here in Algiers, soccer club here in Algiers. There is a beautiful balcony here, or a corniche, from where you can see the sea and also take incredible pictures. It's such a beautiful area. This is the western part. Oh, there is that house on the left. There is that mansion on the left over there. Someday I will film it for you. This is definitely one of the most beautiful places to visit here on this road. Some Friday I will film a video, a walking tour video, where I will walk along this beautiful sidewalk and film you all the interesting things there are to see here. And this, I think that this area, now we are entering Boulourin, the Boulourin municipality, and this area is I think known as De Moulins. I wonder why that mini truck driver was driving on my, I mean, in my lane. I honked at him. Now, if you want to visit Boulourin, you take the right. I mean the busy part of Boulourin. Okay, but we are driving on this boulevard here, which is known as the Emir Khalid Boulevard. This municipality is known as Boulourin. It was named Boulourin. I think that it used to be called Saint-Eugène in colonial times. And Boulourin is the Zirid prince or emir or leader, king of the Zirid dynasty, one of the leaders of the Zirid dynasty, a kingdom, an Amazigh Muslim kingdom here in North Africa, that made Algiers its capital city. So the capital city of the Zirid dynasty is Algiers, was Algiers. They chose to relocate their capital city here from Alger. Alger is a small town in Médéa. And Boulourin decided to relocate it here in Algiers because it was more secure. Alger is in the high plateaus, in an exposed area in the plains, so it was easy for the external enemies to come and capture it. But here, Algiers is also nicknamed as El Mahrousa, the guarded one. There is a beautiful corniche here, so this is the Boulourin corniche, and I definitely recommend that you visit it. There is another garbage truck here. You've got to be careful. Okay, this is a wonderful place. You can see a wide horizon here. The sea is big and wide here from this area. And there are rocky beaches here for local people. Local people know them very well. And this is the Emir Khalid Boulevard, by the way. And Emir Khalid is, I think, the son of Emir Abdelkader, or his grandson. I think that it's his grandson, and he was known for his for a letter he wrote to the League of Nations in the 1920s, requesting them to look to examine the Algerian question, the Algerian independence question. So he called for the League of Nations to deal with the Algerian issue and try to convince France to grant Algeria independence. He's one of the fathers of Algerian nationalism. There is that beautiful mosque here, the Boulourin Mosque, Masjid al-Falah, or the Mosque of Success. And the stadium, the Boulourin Stadium, is on the right. This is the home stadium of the local team, the USMA, l'Union Sportive Musulmane d'Alger, the Algiers Muslim Union. And now there is another balcony here as we are approaching Bab el-Wad and El-Kettani, and El-Kettani is over there. There was a fort there, a Turkish fort with lots of cannons before the French colonization, and it was one of the strongholds used by the Turks, who ruled Algeria between 1518 and 1830 in order to protect Algiers. Now if you want to go to Bouzareah, you take the right. Bouzareah is the area where the Notre Dame d'Afrique is located. That basilica, the Catholic basilica of Notre Dame d'Afrique, the church. Alright, so now we are approaching Bebloued. Bebloued is on the right. You could choose any of the alleys that go on the right to enter Bebloued, to enter the central part of Bebloued. I prefer to go to a shady place because, alright, there is a cab over there picking up people or dropping off people. I'm blinded by the sun, by the way. Alright, now we can continue on. And Bebloued is on the right, and the El Katani balcony is on the left. I have already filmed a video on the beach of Ondermila beach, which is on the left. Parked my car somewhere here in order to go and film it. So we are approaching the central parts of Algiers and its oldest parts. That's why there are too many things to talk about, and my video wouldn't be able. I wouldn't be able to talk about all of them. This short video, because we need to visit everything and film a separate video about everything. Where everything interesting there is to film or talk about in this area. So now we're approaching the Atlas Theater, movie theater area. Okay, the building on the left over there is the Atlas movie theater. All this is part of Bebloued. There is a beautiful square here on the right. There is a mosque too. There is a mosque on the right. In fact, it's the ground floor of a building, of an apartment building. And now we are approaching the Kasbah area. And Martyrs Square. There is a beautiful square here on the left. Corniche on the left. A walkway, that wide sidewalk on the left. It has plenty of benches. Now Sehchouhada or Martyrs Square is on the right. But I prefer that we drive straight onto Angkor Street. There is a museum on the left. There is a musical institute on the right. So the museum on the left is known as Bastion 23. Okay, Bastion 23. Stronghold 23. The minaret of the Grand Mosque, or the Great Mosque, is over there, but there is also a Great Mosque here, nearby here. It's the old Algiers Great Mosque, La Grande Mosquée d'Alger. But now our modern Great Mosque is over there, the third largest mosque in the world. Now we are approaching the port area. So there is a fishing port here on the left with lots of fishing boats. Small boats, essentially. Fishery, there is a fishery here. There is a beautiful restaurant known as the Dauphin restaurant. Martyrs Square is on the right. If you want to buy good fish, you could come here. There are fish shops. You could go to Martyrs Square, Place des Martyrs, through those stairways. There are stairways on the right. And now we are approaching the passengers port. It's over there. It's on the left. This is the Algiers train station. This is the terminal stop, the final stop of the Algiers train station. It's on the right. You can see it on the right here. And the Algiers Constantine or the Algiers Oran train sets off from here, from this train. From this train station. There is a beautiful building over there. It looks like a mosque. Let's leave some distance between us and that that mini truck in order to film that mosque-like building on the right. It's in the neo-Moresque. It's built in the neo-Moresque style, and it's in fact the Wilaya of Algiers. This is the head office or the headquarters of the Wilaya of Algiers, and it resembles the Grande Poste or the Central Post Office building. And now we are approaching the end of our trip. It took us just 30 minutes in order to drive to Central Algiers from the central part of Ain Benian. Okay, now we are taking this ramp. Now if you want to go to Hussein, you take the right, and Kharrouban, all the eastern parts of Algiers, but we have taken the left. All right. So this is the heart, very heart of Central Algiers. They are renovating those buildings, beautiful buildings. And this is the Grande Poste, the Central Post Office. Not to be confused with that building we've just seen, the headquarters of the Wilaya. The light is green, we still have 18 seconds. This is the Grande Poste Square. Okay. Be careful here. This is one of the busiest parts of Algiers. They have organized a beautiful exhibition here on the occasion of Yenayer. Yenayer is the national day of the Amazigh year, or the Berber year. It's a traditional feast, in fact, celebrated every year on January 11th. It marks the beginning of the Amazigh year, and people prepare couscous with chicken. This is the Pasteur Avenue, and I'm driving towards the tunnel of faculties. This is the Central University of Algiers, La Fac Centrale, or the Central Faculty. And this is the tunnel of faculties, Tunnel du Faculté. It will lead us straight to Audin. That boulevard on the right is the Mohammed V Boulevard. It will lead you to Tilimni, straight to Tilimni. It's over there. But we are taking the left. This is the Audin Square. I don't know why this car has all right. It slowed down. It's a cab, and it slowed down to let that woman cross the road. And now we are on the Audin Avenue, and in fact I think that this is part of the Didouche Morad Street. It's its final part. There is a subway station here. There is an exhibition. I think that this is a permanent exhibition of handicraft. All right, so there is a subway station here. This is the Tefoura subway station, although Tefoura is not really here. It's on the right. It's 100 meters away on the right. Anyways, guys, so I think that we've got to turn around here, and this is the end of our video. There is an exhibition going on the occasion of Yenayer, celebrated on, in fact, yes, January 11th, January 12th. It's a handicraft. It's a handicraft exhibition or fair, and that's the building of the Central Post Office. Now it's no longer serving as a post office. They are going to make it a museum. I'm not sure whether it's been opened or not. We are in 2022. Anyways, guys, so I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications on more videos like these. Drive safely. If you have any comments or suggestions to make, feel free to type me a comment, leave me a comment in the comment section. If you have any suggestions of new roads or routes to drive, please let me know in the comments section. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.